All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is game 3 of the Pro League set here between SK Telecom and the Woongjin Stars. We are going to see GuemChi versus Bisu, a PvP Protoss versus Protoss. We are going to see GuemChi here as the red Protoss, the red P, and Bisu as the yellow P. Oh, yellow P, I went there. Yes, that's right. All right, Bisu. I didn't mention last game that currently SK is tied with Woongjin. Zero, of course, winning this game, and Fantasy winning the second game, Fantasy winning the first game. So both teams are now tied 1-1. So we are at least going to go to a game 4 here. Meaning I'll tell you who is playing game 4. Game 4 will be Quanro versus Su, or S-O-O or something, Su, something like that, Su. I think that's what it is. Or if you pronounce it like people who pronounce, whoops, and you can see a window there. If you pronounce it like people who pronounce I Love Oov's name, Ooov, it would be Su-Oo, because for some reason people say I love Ooov, which doesn't make a lot of sense. He is on SK Telecom, by the way. I love Oov. Oh god, now I'm saying it. I Love Oov is on Telecom, and both players right now mirror builds, getting the gateway up and then going for the scout, and actually both scouting the right direction. So both are going to be able to see each other, get their annoying probes in the way. So just to kind of address something here, a lot of people are saying Bisu is in a slump and oh, Bisu's terrible. Let me just say, Bisu is not in a slump. He's just not staying in tournaments as long as he used to. Okay, obviously he's been knocked out of the MSL and OSL. In fact, this is actually his first game in 2010. So yeah, it's, you know, I mean, that's like 11 days without playing or something like that, or 12. Actually, that's according to Team Liquid, so maybe I'm wrong if he played in something else, but either way, he's still at 60, almost 65% overall. He is still number 3 in the top 3 trifecta of Flash, Jaedong, and Bisu. So, you know, it's not like he's just doing terribly and, you know, not a good player, because he certainly is. Although GuemChi, not the greatest player, losing his probe, like, immediately to a Zealot. Wow, that's pretty sad. Bisu will probably have his probe alive for another 5 minutes in this base at least. So that goes a little to show the difference in micro ability for both these players. But anyways, yeah. A lot of Bisu haters out there, not necessarily haters, but just people kind of, they like to exaggerate things, and oh man, yeah, Bisu's doing fine. He's won a lot of the last games he's played. Sure, he might lose to a noob now and then, or lose to Cheese or something like that, but, you know, or lose to a legitimately good player. He's still up there. He's still in the top 3. He still is winning a lot of games. So don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting on Bisu's lap or anything like that, you know, but I just like to give players the respect they deserve at some point. GuemChi, on the other hand, hovering around mid-40s as far as hit stats go, including versus Protoss. Bisu is 67% against Protoss, so obviously he's favored to match as Bisu. But again, I think because Bisu has not been as consistent, and I will definitely admit that about him, because he hasn't been as consistent, I almost find it more enjoyable to watch his games because I don't know if he's going to win. So, I don't know. I mean, he could be knocked out by a noob like GuemChi. Okay, GuemChi's not a complete noob. I gotta qualify everything I say because people complain, and there's enough people watching these videos now, you know, that somebody's gonna be like, I'm a GuemChi fan, dog. GuemChi's the best. He's 45% win streak of love. Speaking of that, I liked Zero's little heart at the end there. That was cute. Seriously, Troy, you're going to watch these, and you need to translate those signs and send me a message and tell me what they are. Or anybody else if they want to. I say Troy because Troy, for those that don't know, is the StarCraft teacher. He's the English teacher in Korea that held up the sign plugging us at the OSLs. By the way, we have the robotics facility going up for both players. Both players mirror builds from what I can see so far here. Although I couldn't see if the Cyber Core was spinning for Bisu yet. But so far, both players playing very similar. But, alright, so Observatory first for GuemChi. We're going to see what Bisu goes for. If he decides to go for Harassment with a Reaver, or if he is going to go for Observer as well. And I am losing my voice here. It's hard to go from a job. For those that don't know, I work at Apple for, I do internal training and write curriculums and then deliver training in their, for tech support stuff and stuff like that, software support. And so I talk all day, and then I come here and I talk. So I just want you guys to know the vocal sacrifice that I make. The vocal cord sacrifice. Okay, by the way, from what we can see, there's the robotic support going up. They haven't been showing Bisu. Okay, Bisu has the shuttle. Oh, okay, they're both exact mirror builds. Okay, so both of them went Observer first, into Support Bay, into Shuttles, into Reavers, into both probably trying to harass each other at the same time. So, not a very exciting game so far. I'm going to mention again, Twitter. We are on Twitter. I'm really considering doing a live cast for the OSLs. I can guarantee 90% Steve probably won't do it with me if it's a live cast. But I would be interested maybe to get Mole Trap along or something like that. I'm not sure if maybe they have something planned. It's interesting how when you start getting down to the finals of the OSL and MSL, all of a sudden the big guys come out of the woodwork. All of a sudden we're seeing Violetech, commentaries, and then, Klazar goes on and does a commentary. And I mean, I don't mind, but man, it's kind of lame when you're doing like all the games from the round of 32 on or round of 16 on or whatever, and then, the big guys just come and do the commentaries on the finals. So I'm sure some of the bigger guys will probably do the live casts as well. But, if you guys are interested, which I know a lot of you have, I mean, I would definitely be down to do that and to try it out. It would be my first time doing anything like that, so I think it'd be a lot of fun, especially if people actually showed up and we got to chat and hang out and have a good time. So I'm very much considering that. Let me know again if you guys are interested, and it's definitely something I would like to do, especially if I can get a dual commentator along, because, man, that's a lot to just sit there and talk to yourself. Even now, I mean, I'll tell you, I get done doing these commentaries, and I don't understand how I was able to sit there and talk for that long. Like, I sit there and go, what the hell did I talk about to sit there and not stop talking for, a 20-minute mirror build, boring Protoss versus Protoss game like the one we have now? I don't know. Maybe talking is a gift that I have from back in the day when I worked tech support and had to talk to customers on the phone and make small talk, and that was lame. All right, we are hopefully going to see some action coming in pretty soon here. Both players almost identical with everything, so it is going to come down very much to micro here in this battle, more than anything else. Both players are pretty much the exact same build. Almost, well, I would assume almost the exact same number of units. Bisu, though, sneaking by a shuttle behind. I don't know if he's trying to go around for an attack right now. He might actually lose that. Oh, but that did nothing. That sucks. Taking a couple shots on the shield of the shuttle, so it's going to be a little bit weaker and not actually get anything done there, so that's too bad. I'm assuming shuttle speed is going to kick in here any moment, which is going to help out get that shuttle back to the base to pick up the other Reaver that popped out. Both players, again, going for the gateways, macroing up here. A Citadel going down for Bisu. I'm not sure if Bisu's going to hold off and maybe try to get some Dark Templars into the mix, or if he's just going to go for legs on Zealots. I'm assuming not, because there aren't very many Zealots on the field right now. So Bisu might just be holding off right now, although we're going to see an attack go down right now with double Reavers. All right, one Dragoon going down here, and a big attack. Bisu is going to have to fall back. Of course, he doesn't have his Reavers up front with him. Speed shuttle up right now for GuemChi. So GuemChi is on the move. He is going to make the offensive. He definitely has a decent little army. I guess he probably won up on Dragoons now since he killed that one. Templar Archives. I'm assuming we are going to see some DTs on the field. Bisu might even be thinking about a quick drop or something like that in the back when he goes for a forward attack, which would be a great distraction and take care of the economy. It looks like the Bisu actually has an observer sitting there. I believe that's Bisu's observer sitting in the secondary for GuemChi, so that's a nice advantage to see that expansion is completely undefended right now. Unless there's a cannon building right there. Nope, just a pylon. Well, what are you going to do? Protoss versus Protoss can either be interesting when it's like a Jingbi versus Stork, or Stork versus Bisu, or Stork versus anybody, or you have this. Bisu playing standard, probably because he doesn't want to lose to somebody like GuemChi. GuemChi playing standard because he knows it's his only chance to win against somebody like Bisu. Actually, to be honest, cheesing probably would be an easier way to win against Bisu, but, you know, I digress. Alright, Bisu still with slow shuttles. I'm very surprised he hasn't gotten the speed yet, especially if he's doing any sort of Dark Templar harass or Reaver harassing. Slow shuttle kind of lame unless it's going to kick in at some point. Templar Archives just now going down. GuemChi does have the Dark Templars going in.